Hey guys, we're about to do a test cut on the inner webbing for my frame to see if it works, and then we can do all of it. And Vince, Dalton's dad, is working on the bodywork on my Jeep, so I will get some footage of that too.
It's so warm.
Today Dalton got the cradle and axle trusses cut and cleaned up for Nick's truck that you guys saw that they tore apart earlier in the video. That, and then they got the axles torn apart, and they're getting everything mocked up to start getting suspension and everything welded on here. So there's some more problems on the Jeep. When Dalton welded this bracket right here, it warped this door, so now like this framing of the door, so now when we try and shut these, they are hitting and not fitting. So we have one of two options, which if you remember earlier in the videos, I really wanted to keep the top of the door frame. They didn't want to, but now it's either cut this off or try and cut that off and get this to go back in, which is what we're going to try and do. But also the door jambs aren't lining up and we didn't touch them at all, so it's probably from, you know, all the welding that's been done on the Jeep. And then the tailgate that we had problems with earlier is just too far gone, so we have to find another one of those online. And then the roof is got too many pitted rust spots, and where they are, if you were to sandblast them, they would warp. I can't see them right now because they're covered up with the hood, but you can see these ones right here. This is basically what's on the top, and because the top of the roof is so thin, the metal would warp and you wouldn't be able to get that out. So there's always the option of a fiberglass top, which would be a little expensive, but if we can get that done, that would be awesome. Or Vince, Dalton's dad, recommended covering this in like a canvas, which I'm not really the biggest fan of, but that's also another idea that's been thrown out. I threw out the idea of bullet linering this. Dalton said it wouldn't look that good, which I agree, but like I really just want it to be, I don't want the canvas part. I don't know, we're just having so many difficulties with this Jeep. It's very stressful. As you guys have seen from all of our past videos, like we've just run into problem after problem. Sorry, but we're gonna stay positive and we're gonna push through because the Jeep's gonna be so cool and it's gonna be one of a kind when it's done. We are cutting my cradle today, I believe, hopefully. This is why it's up. And then we're gonna test cut, like I said earlier, the inner webbing. This is what it looks like on QCAD. And then I've got this sign for our house to cut, and then this is gonna go on the front of one of these like chests that I refinished. And next, I designed this today. We're still waiting on the okay from the customer, but it's pretty cool. It's a radiator cover for demolition derbies. I don't know if I ended up getting the footage in, but a few videos back I did do the top of the car, like number and name too. So yeah.
The letters apart.
It didn't work, everybody. This is why we do test cut. So the letters need space further apart. They all fell out.
Further apart.
So now you can see it's better. The letters just need spaced a little bit further apart, but I think it'll work if we do that. Hey, what's up you guys? Today we are heading up to Cleveland. We have the Dodge like I just showed you on the trailer.
our friends have been helping us out. One friend is hauling us up to Cleveland and the other friend is letting us use their trailer because Dalton finally got rid of the Dodge and he's getting a brand new truck today. So we're gonna drop this off at the guy's house and then we are going to go up to Cleveland to get his newer truck, so stay along for the ride. And once we get the truck and we're on our way home, me and Dalton will probably tell you like the story about how this ended up working out and how last minute it really was. It is Sunday, it's Easter. How do you feel?
I'm happy. It's weird letting go. It's like letting go of your child.
I know. I love it, but you need that new truck that still hasn't been announced on the video yet. Tell them how this happened.
Okay. A lot of you know, when you follow me on Instagram, that the Dodge was sold a long time ago to a guy who is Future, the rapper's manager. Some things fell through the cracks and we weren't able to make the deal happen. So I pulled back out of the contract and I tried to sell it again. Well, then this whole coronavirus thing hit and tanked the economy so bad, nobody was spending money. So I was cruising through Facebook Marketplace and found this truck at a company called All Out Diesel in Cleveland. They wanted like $45,000 for it, I think.
If they have an Instagram, I'll try and find it and leave it down below.
They wanted maybe less, I don't remember. But I screenshotted that and I sent that link to the guy that originally made the deal with me the first time that fell through because he didn't have all the money. I said, this truck's worth what I want to get out of my truck, which was $45,000, $40,000, you know, somewhere around there. I said, if you can go cash this truck out, which means you can, great. If you get it for 30 grand, good. I'm getting a truck for that's worth 40, 45 grand. I said, if you can go cash this truck out, I said, it will trade you straight across for titles. And he was definitely 100% on board, set up the appointments, and we got it done. So he has my truck. He was the original buyer the first time. He saved money, and I got what I wanted out of that truck. So it worked out.
And for those of you like wondering if like he's not close to us, he's like 40 minutes away, but he also, because he's Future's manager, he's got a place out in LA. He said he's taking the truck out to LA, so that'll be a little bit easier on us because I know Dalton said like whenever he sells builds that are that meaningful to him, it's gonna break his heart to see it driving down the road.
It's like selling a kid.
Yeah, it, like he said when we were doing it, it's different if you're building something specifically for somebody and seeing it down the road, drive down the road. That's cool, but if you built something and put your all into something, especially that build, because that's what basically got Dude's Fab Shop up and running and what helped Dalton and I make all those connections with Hostel and everything. So like if you were to see that driving down the road and you're not the one driving it, it would break his heart. So it's nice that it's not going to be local and we're not going to have to see it. You know, we'll see it on Instagram and everything, which is fun, but we don't have to see it driving down the road. Do you want to give them the details on the new truck?
It's not brand new, but it's new to me. It's a 13 crew cab long bed dually, 100,000 miles, Longhorn interior, leveled, tuned, deleted. It's beautiful. I mean, it drives perfect. I honestly couldn't be happier. wanted this color. And I wanted dark brown interior. This has a lighter brown interior, but Maddie likes it, so we're gonna keep it.
I like this interior a lot.
There's a guy on Instagram. His Instagram name is Lil Boy, Lilboy. He has a mega cab short bed dually lifted up with tan underneath. Beautiful truck. And I've wanted that truck, and I've tried to buy it a ton, and I just couldn't afford it. So the main goal was to find a truck this color, mega cab or crew cab. I don't want to build it like that truck because it's probably one of my dream trucks as far as how it's set up. But it's going to be a full custom lift by me. But it's going to be built to haul. We're going to haul this thing to Vegas. We're going to go to Daytona. We're going to go to Indiana. We're going to go everywhere we need to go with the panel van with this truck.
And my Jeep.
Yes, sorry. Forgot.
So it'll be nice. We finally have, like, Dalton has had those SEMA builds, which is awesome, but
they're not a practical lawn driving vehicle that I could use to haul my other stuff. They're toys.
It's not that they're just toys, like those started your career, so
yeah.
Honestly, like, he took a sacrifice and didn't have what all of his friends have, which is a nicer, newer truck.
Everybody right out of high school. Everybody right out of high school had a brand new truck. And that was the one thing if you graduated, your parents wouldn't co-sign for you, you went and bought a brand new truck. Well,
and he wanted to do that, but his dad wouldn't co-sign for him, so that's when he built the Dodge. And so now that he needs something to haul all of his and my, like, vehicles to different shows, it was time to find something more reliable to haul. Not that we're ever going to stop having toys, because that's impossible. But yeah. So we'll probably check back in a few more times. I'll probably get some more footage of this. As for, like, building this, it won't happen. It'll be more of, like, a slower process.
It'll be like midsummer before we even try to do anything.
Yeah.
We have too much going on right now.
Especially with my Jeep, which we need to do, like, a big Jeep update probably at the beginning of the May. Stay tuned for that, because there's some big announcements coming on that.